Good afternoon. It is Carrie Bickmore and Tommy Little.
And because today is Youth Homelessness Matters Day, a very important day around the world. And to mark it, we are doing our hashtag Hoodies for Homelessness campaign, where we sell a bunch of hoodies and raise money to help young people find a pathway out of long-term homelessness.
They're the most amazing hoodies. I had so many DMs about them last night. Wanted to know
Great.
size, colour. I was like, getting quick. They're going to go fast.
They're going to go very quick. The work that...
Homie.com.au.
Yes, is the correct place to go.
No, I'll do the work for you.
You're better at me than this. That's fine. Thank you. The work that the guys at Homie do is absolutely amazing, but I thought rather than us just talk about it, we would talk to a young person who has been through their program, and he joins us now. G'day, June.
Hi.
Hey.
This is June Powers. I'm sorry to interrupt the applause, everybody. I'm used to it at this point in my life.
Hey, June, we have met before, but for people who don't know anything about you, could you tell us a bit about yourself and a bit about your kind of story?
Well, thank you for asking. The nebulous, enormous crowds of Australia, I love you all. I'm June Powers. I'm named after a month and after Austin Powers, so that's the kind of perspective I bring to it all. Youth homelessness up on the rise. No longer do I go through that thing through the support of many astounding services across Australia, most notably including Homie, who will hopefully get you to support today.
How did you come into contact with Homie?
I got enormously lucky through my connections to the Foyer Foundation. I was at the Holmes Glen Youth Foyer, which is a tremendous support housing service for young people experiencing that kind of hardship. And through everyone cooperating together and finding the right avenues to make people push their limits and find tremendous happiness, they went, this kid has a voice fit for radio. Let's try putting him in the clothing store so we can talk goodly about it all.
June, I was astounded to hear how many young people are homeless in our country. Do you mind me asking how you found yourself in a situation where you needed a roof over your head and didn't have one?
Happy to answer that question. There are escalating insecurity conditions across the country. I didn't recently find myself put onto street. That was quite some years ago now. But it is something that we're going to have to be keeping an eye on more as the world charges forward on its unsteady march. It was economic consideration that just brought a lot of stress into the family home I was living in back then. Mm-hmm. People weren't able to really keep the screws on tight enough, and it just led to a sort of communal toxicity there that no person should have had to move through.
I know whenever I tell anyone the stat that 1 in 4 of Australia's homeless population are aged between 12 and 24, they're shocked by that. Did you find that shocking the first time you heard that?
I find it shocking every time I hear it. The statistics have never been good. The feeling of being in the services has improved over the years. The statistics have never been good.
June, it's hard. I think there's the cliches and the things that people think about when they imagine what it might be like living on the street or living without a roof over your head. Can you tell us some of the things that we wouldn't even have thought of that was your reality for a while?
I became a homeless youth during the winter of 2019. The biting chill of that frost wind over the course of the night is some of the worst little kiss of that terror you'll ever know. I would often find myself just getting on the metro service onto trains and staying there for most of the course of the entire night that those services were running because they were heated enough to keep me from being in immediate physical danger, irregardless of how many coats I piled on. There is a very legitimate risk to being in homelessness. It's not just a bad feeling indefinitely.
And so, sorry, Kate.
I was just going to say that I think a lot of the time when people like donate to charity or foundations, it's often for a cause that the cure is so far away, or they can't see exactly where their money or how their money could help. But speaking to you, June, and knowing that you went through, the Homie course and they helped you, like you are an example of why if we just turn our attention to the right direction and give money to causes and places like Homie, like your life is literally turned around as a result.
It's absolutely fantastic. My life has turned around so positively, and I think it's important to pull back to, I'm just one man. The cure for homelessness is with some kind of actual venereal disease instead of a societal woe is far away from us. But with money and eyes and support and caring, we can help one person over and over They could be me, they could be anyone else, but things like Homie, like Front Yard, like the Foyer Foundation are doing that. That's real. There is help in caring about this thing.
Can you tell us a bit about what you do now, June? What you're all about and what you get up to?
I pursue a lot of work in the social impact field, getting to speak towards extremely serious people about how I'm a young person, how they can help me and my friends. Otherwise, for fun, because everyone needs fun, I run an adorable YouTube channel, Combo Fans, where we play retro video games, espouse good, kind things about films, and enjoy every day.
June, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. And it was lovely to chat to you again.
It's enormously good to see you again, Tommy. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks,
Here's
June.
to the end of youth homelessness, gang.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Go buy a hoodie now.
Go buy a hoodie.
Homie.com.au.